Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica here at Ganbate Fitness in Los Angeles, California. And today we are going to talk about a kettlebell introductory swing clean. This video is part of a greater series of kettlebell instructional techniques so people can learn from the ground up. Video 1 all the way to the end. Each video is one piece of instruction. The normal order of learning for kettlebell starts with the two-handed deadlift so people can build their proper base of support. Then they move that to their two-handed swing, the kettlebell version of the deadlift. Think of it as an endurance deadlift. Then we move to working on our rack position. We work on our rack position separate from the clean itself so that we make sure we're catching properly. If you catch the kettlebell properly, then you will not hurt yourself. You will be more likely to continue your training and get what you want out of training. After we learn the rack pickup, we start to integrate it into the push back clean. Let's step up to our kettlebell, 2 feet pointed straight ahead, 2 hands down. Pick up, get our kettlebell up to the rack position. Rack position, forearm vertical, elbow close to hip. If you were to open your hand, your fingers would be pointing towards the sky. If you open your hand and your fingers are pointed to the side, pick up the bell and adjust it. The L of the hand in the corner, the L of the kettlebell, until you can get your hand perfectly straight. This is incredibly important moving forward. Once we are in our rack position, we are going to push the kettlebell back and then set the kettlebell down out in front. Push back, thumb back, set down out in front. Step up to your bell, pick up with 2 hands, grab L of the hand to the L of the kettlebell, push back, perfectly straight arm, thumb points back, set all the way down. Readjust yourself back to the bell, step up, pick up, good rack position, kettlebell is in the correct position, thumb points back at the bottom, push back, track down, stand all the way up in between each rep. The important part about this drill is that we are starting from rack position and we are pushing back to the bottom of our single arm swing. That is the point of this drill. People are learning to get the interior of their forearm to connect to the interior of their thigh, up high on the inside of their thigh. If your hand is too low, below the line of your knee, or your forearm is not in contact with your leg, you are not in the correct position yet and you are in danger of hurting your back. The goal is to keep the kettlebell close to our body by pinning our elbow to our hip, rolling our thumb back and down, and then sitting back to absorb the falling weight with the big muscles of our legs. Our crown to coccyx, top of our head to tailbone alignment should be straight. We are absorbing the force with our legs. And then we are going to simply set the weight down, thumb points back when we set the weight down. Because you set the kettlebell down in front of you every time, you will start to walk around the room when you do this drill. You will not end up in the exact same place in the room every rep. That's fine. This is still a prep drill. We are learning to catch the kettlebell at the bottom and absorb force. Let's demonstrate it again with the other side. Kettlebell handle perpendicular to the line of my body. Step up, kettlebell directly between the insteps of our feet. 2 hands on. Get the kettlebell up to rack position, L of the hand to the L of the kettlebell, feet pointed straight ahead, elbow stays pinned to body, push thumb back, set down. Step up to the bell, pick it up, rack position, adjust the kettlebell as necessary, push back, track down, step up. 2 hands, pick up the kettlebell, elbow stays pinned to the hip, push back, set it all the way down with good technique. Stand up without hurting yourself. This is a simple drill, but it is not easy. There are a lot of things you need to think about when you do this, so do it as slow as you need to. Do sets of 3 to 5 on each side, take a break, and then repeat it. This is a drill that you do in the first several weeks of kettlebells, where we figure out how to transition from our rack position, thumb at collarbone height, down to the bottom with our thumb pointed back. Arm is perfectly straight at the bottom of the movement. We do not want to hold tension in our elbow or we will cause ourselves undue elbow strain. Start with a light kettlebell. Kettlebells are cheap, surgery is expensive. Start at the appropriate weight and we have tons of videos on appropriate weights.